Hey, Hash, how's it going?
It's going well. It's going well. Looking forward to this Twitter space.
Fantastic. Me too, very excited. Let's just give it a minute or two while everybody joins. Oh, looks like the Cometa folks are already live. Hey, Daria and Florian, can you hear us?
Yeah, hi guys.
Hey, how's it going?
Good, good. How are you?
We're doing great. Excellent. Very excited for our conversation today. Looking forward to the next hour.
Me too.
Fantastic. All right, we'll just give it a minute, waiting for everybody to join, and then we'll get started.
Okay.
Hey, Sisek, how's it going?
Doing good. Hi.
Hey, fantastic. Thanks for joining. All right, I see the folks from DAOHelper have arrived. How are you guys?
We're doing great, Fred. We're doing great. Thank you so much for the invite, and thank you so much for the arranging this.
Oh, absolutely, my pleasure. I am very much looking forward to speaking to the two teams over the next hour, and Hash and Sisek as well. I think we have some great questions lined up for all of you, and also, of course, very much looking forward to questions from the community. We'll get started in just about a minute or so, just waiting for more people to join, and also just coordinating internally here with the foundation folks. We'll get started in a minute. But in the meantime, where are you guys based off?
I'm in Georgia.
I'm in France.
Oh, very nice. Whereabouts in France? And Georgia, the state, or Georgia, the country?
The country.
And
Okay,
I'm
very nice.
based northwest of France, like just next to the Omaha Beach. And I don't know if you guys have heard about the Mont Saint Michel. It's a big UNESCO
Yeah.
site, and well, I'm 5 kilometers from this place. Yeah.
Oh,
Wow.
very nice. You guys are in great places. So we have a very global speaker board here today because I'm based in Brazil. Hash and SciSec are also in Europe. I don't know if they want to share more information out. It's up to them. But yeah, we are all over the world this time.
Yeah, I'm based out of right now, online from San Francisco, and I see my co-founder here, Sami, on the call. He's on from New York.
And that's why it's cool when you work in the crypto space. I think being able to build Algorand together from all the world. Yeah, that's great, and yeah, that's definitely one of the things that I like the most of working in the crypto space, and especially on Algorand. Yeah.
Absolutely, this is a lot of fun. Super excited. All right, everybody. Well, you mentioned that Sami is online. Sami, if you want to come to the speaker board, just hit the request button. I'll bring you up. Your decision. I don't know if you're planning on participating today or not, but if you are, just hit that mic request button. But I think we can get started. I've already sent internal messages from the foundation, everything else. But I think we're good to go because we already have the rock stars here today, so we can get going in our conversation, and though people join in as we start talking. And also, of course, the recording will be available later for everybody to catch the recording and share and see what was discussed. So we just kick off, with some introductions. So this is the second week we're going to be hosting this Twitter Spaces dedicated to the Algorand Miami Accelerator. As the general Algorand community already knows, the Algorand Miami Accelerator is currently on the second cohort of startups being accelerated. At the moment, we have 10 startups from all over the world being accelerated, and today we're joined by Cometa and DAOHelper, which are going to be sharing a lot of information about their projects, their team, what they're building, and of course answering a lot of questions, both from us, the moderators, myself, Hash, and Sisek, but also from the community. So I already want to give a heads up to the community members that are already live, listening to us. Start preparing your questions. If you have any doubts, any questions that you want to ask these guys, very soon we're going to open the floor for the community to just join the speaker board and ask your questions live. Okay. So I'll quickly give a round of introductions. For those who don't know me, I'm Fred Stante. I'm a community manager at the Algorand Foundation. I'm joined today here on the speaker board by my friends and fellow Reddit moderators and community champions at the Algorand Foundation, Hash and Sisek. We've been working together for a long time and hosting the Twitter Spaces also together for many months now. So it's always a pleasure to be joined by these two. And of course, we are joined by the spotlight of the hour, Cometa and DAOHelper. So I'll just start sharing, very brief introductions to both projects and both teams, and then I'm going to invite each one of them at a time to come and give their own pitches. A timed pitch is going to be, up to 5 minutes long, so we can move to the questions, right? So I'll start by DAOHelper. And, as they like to introduce themselves in one-liner, DAOHelper is like LinkedIn for Web3. So DAOHelper is aiming to provide a central, comprehensive, and chain-agnostic platform for DAOs to seamlessly manage their operations by onboarding new members, engaging their communities, hiring new talent by posting jobs and bounties, and token-gated task management. And I'm joined today by Kashif. And apologies, Kashif, if I mispronounced your name, you can please feel free to correct me. Kashif is a second-time founder. He previously worked as a journalist and worked for prestigious news organizations like the Wall Street Journal. His search to impact the world on a much bigger scale brought him to tech, where he learned to program and then worked for Adobe. His journey and career theme have been to really help people find better opportunities, which led him to start his first company in Web3 education, DAO, and now DAOHelper.com, which is the project being accelerated by the Miami Accelerator. And then we're also joined today by Cometa, and Cometa is a sustainable liquidity aggregator on the Algorand blockchain. Cometa helps projects attract long-term liquidity without having to give up ownership of their tokens, and also aims to provide users and investors with profitable investment instruments and impermanent loss protection, which you're all very curious to hear about. Cometa combines liquidity as a service with DAO governance and a DEX aggregator. And from the Cometa team, we're today joined by Daria, which is a co-founder and leads operations. Has worked for many years at Google and also VK machine learning and working also on ads auto strategies. And we're also joined by Florian, which is the head of marketing and has spent a better part of 10 years in working at banks, associations, cultural companies, and is now focusing on blockchain projects. And he also loves digital communication and building digital communities. So with the basic introduction is done, I want to invite, maybe we can start with the team from Cometa to just give their 5-minute pitch, explain a little better what Cometa is trying to accomplish here in the Algorand blockchain. Tell us a little bit of what has already happened in the protocol, what you're looking forward, how has been the experience in the Algorand Miami Accelerator. So guys, please take it away.
Yeah, hi guys again. Thank you, Fred, for the intro. You're right. So we build the liquidity as a service. And our goal, the first, is to help project to attract long-term liquidity. So if you're a project, if you're a DAO, or just you have a token and you need liquidity, and you want it in cheaper way, so please contact us and we'll help you. And otherwise, if you're an investor and you want to support the project you like, or you're just user and want to get profit, you can use liquidity as a service as investment instrument. We provide impairment loss protection for you because, we're all tired of impairment loss protection, right, during the farming. So we know how to fix it. And we provide a good API, sustainable API for you. So that's our goal, that's our vision. I think our project's called Yield Farming Killer. We want to kill yield farming everywhere because it's something from the old DeFi and we have to find a new way of investment. For now, you can check our website. We already built and launched, I think, previous week yield farming on mainnet. So please check Cometa Farm and see how we build the user experience, because I think the Cometa is a new stage of the user experience in Algorand, because we try to optimize all clicks that we have from users, right? You can add liquidity in one click, you can farm in one click, you can compound rewards. So please check the speed from Algorand and the user experience from our side combines, I think, the great DeFi project that helps in mass adoption and also help us, right, like traders optimize and save our time for something more important. So we're welcome. We are happy to be a part of Algorand community and Algorand Miami Accelerator. Feel free to ask any question. Florian, do you want to add something?
Well, you pretty much presented everything. On my side, as a non-technical, and I really have a marketing profile, but I can definitely say that after using, when the team first presented me the project, I was already into yield farming and DeFi, but just a little bit. But yeah, one of the thing that I found the most difficult when you are a novice in this space, it's definitely all the clicks, all the signature that you need to do with your wallet and everything. So yeah, the user experience is definitely a big plus on Cometa right now. Of course, the as Daria said, the main service is going to be liquidity as a service, and we are already talking with a lot of project on Algorand that are really really interesting, and can't wait to for the liquidity as a service to be on mainnet. But even right now already, I would say that the biggest good feedback that we had since we launched yield farming on mainnet, it's definitely the user experience. And I think it's good because I saw that someone new, one of the new director of Algorand Foundation, said in an article recently that he wanted to focus more on user experience for all the newcomer in the Algorand ecosystem and make DeFi on Algorand have a better user experience. And yeah, Cometa is definitely on the line with this. And yeah, DeFi should be easy to use in the future, and we are trying to bring the first stone to build the future on Algorand.
Fantastic, Darren, Florian. Truly appreciate this information, and rest assured that we're going to have many questions for you coming up very soon. Just before we get started on the section on the question section of our meetup today, I want to invite the team from DAOHelper to come and give us, the introduction to their project. So please take it away.
Perfect. Thank you so much again. Fred, you pronounced my name perfectly, Kashif. I go by Cash, by the way. So anything which is easier for you. I mean, my name is Cash, but we also accept Ethereum, Algorand, Visa, anything. So that's just a side note. But on what we are building with DAOHelper, you nailed it with one-liner. We are trying to be LinkedIn for Web3. And how it works is like previously, I'm part of 17 different DAOs right now on Discord, and I have no idea what is going on their Discord. And because it's so overwhelming, nobody knows what is going on. It's very chaotic. And the joke in the industry is DAOs are not decentralized, not organized, and not autonomous. And I tend to agree with that. So with our research and our own experiences, we reached onto 3 different problems that DAOs are facing right now. The number one is community engagement. The other one is who's working on what. People don't have visibility. Like there is a lot of overlap and a lot of failure. And having, adding people on the team that are coming from what is their background, what is their experience has been. So there is no scalable hiring solution. You have to go manually into every DAO, talk to the team, and then maybe you can be a contributor or part of any guild or anything. So keeping in mind all of these 3 problems, we are trying to solve that on DAOHelper. Beyond from one-liner, what we are trying to build is from the user side. We are building non-fungible profile. So that non-fungible profile will be your ID on Web3, like your work ID, your on-chain resume that you can build, and you can build it and you can keep building it. It evolves over time. So on a technical level, it's a soul-bound token. that evolves over time. And every task that you complete, for example, you complete a course, or you complete a task or a bounty, or do a job or something, everything goes on chain and everything builds your reputation. So when I say reputation, think of reputation as a score system in US or other developed countries that evolves over time. It goes up and down based on your participation. So from the user perspective, we are building that on a high level. On a what Cometa team was mentioning about user experience, I related to so much. I think Web3 user experience right now is really hard for a lot of users, and that makes a lot of people question abilities of Web3. So on a very high level, what we are building is our main user is someone who's crypto curious. So if someone who is crypto curious, they can come to our platform, they can either connect their wallet and if they don't, they can sign up with their email, which is this ability is live right now at DAOHelper.com. They can sign up with their email, they can set up their profile, and then we are building this small course, which is a 30-minute course where we teach the biggest ideas in Web3. What is blockchain? What are the smart contracts? What is an NFT? What is a DAO? So that onboarding is taken care of within 30 minutes, because we believe that uh, the skills that DAO need already exist. The product management exists, the programmers exist, the marketing people exist. All we need to do is bring those people in the fold in terms of Web3 and get them onboarded. And once they have set up their profile, then they can go anywhere and they can apply to any DAO, work with any DAO, whatever, or maybe multiple DAOs at the same time. So, and that truly, take care of the, background checks. Number one, if you're hiring someone offshore, at the end of the day, if someone is anonymous, you should be you shouldn't be worried about if they are anonymous, if they're a real person or not. You should be worried about, like, can they do the job that you're hiring them to do, right? And with their on-chain resume, they can prove that, and this is verified that yes, they can do that. The problem with Web2 platform and other platform is you cannot verify that. So that is something which, from the user perspective, which we want to hammer into, in these details, that what we are building from the user perspective. And from the DAO side, we are taking care of all of those three issues that I mentioned previously. Number one, scalable hiring. You don't need to worry about who the people are coming from, if they're anonymous or not. They can you have the peace of mind that person that you're hiring to complete your task, job, and bounty, anything, that person can do that job. The second thing is we are creating Jira and Asana like, or Trello like, a bounty board, which is gonna be token gated. That will be available for the, there will be multiple roles in the DAO, and based on that roles, based on the token gated roles, they can see who's working on what. Like marketing team will have a different board, engineering team will have a different board, and then there will be a public board which will be for bounties. And at the same time, you can post that communication also, again, token gated. Based on the roles, you can communicate very precisely which audience do you need to communicate to. So this is something that we are building for DAOs and for the individuals, and it will be a platform for individual also. I mentioned previously that, for example, I'm part of 17 different DAOs, I have no idea what is going on. If you are working for 5 different DAOs, you're going to have a personalized dashboard, so you know exactly what you need to do and what is deliverable and what is, when is the due date. So yeah, and so far we are starting this pilot from next week. We already opened the sign up list, so you can go ahead and sign up, and we'll be dropping the first 1,000 founding members NFP, non-fungible profiles, in next week. And those are going to be soulbound NFTs, non-transferable NFTs, and that will give you access to our platform. So think of those non-fungible profile or NFTs as being the first 1,000 members of LinkedIn and getting recognized for that you are the early members, and getting rewarded for that. So that's what we are building. That's where we're going with this. And yeah, happy to answer any questions in the meanwhile.
Fantastic, Ashif. Thank you very much. I truly appreciate this intro to DAOHelper. And I think I already cleaned up a lot of the doubts and misconceptions that I had about the project. So I truly appreciate that. And also, just throwing it back to the Cometa team. Also, truly appreciate the introduction you made of the project. So we're going to jump right in to the questions right now. And I guess I'll get started with a question to you, Kashif, about DAOHelper. But just reinforcing to the audience that's listening to us right now, myself, Hash, and Sisek, we have a few questions ready to ask for all the projects. But if you have any questions, get them lined up, because very soon we're going to open for the community to come up to the speaker board and ask for questions live, right? So get ready. But Kashif, to you, on your website, you have like this section that says upcoming integrations, and you mention Ethereum, Polygon, MetaMask, Coinbase, and a few other different integrations. Can you expand a little bit on what these integrations would actually entail, and if there will be any cross-chain component to them, bring information back to Algorand, or each integration is going to be, like a segregated infrastructure for each ecosystem?
Yeah, so this integration means that we are supporting these platforms. For example, once you sign up for your non-fungible profile, you can sign up with your email or wallet. Then you can connect your identities from across Web2. For example, you can connect your Twitter, and for a developer, it becomes very important to connect their GitHub in order for apply for their programming related jobs. And those integrations gonna keep coming in. We are continuously working on that. And so in terms of yes, we do want to be cross-chain, and from Algorand is very near and dear to our heart, and we love the ecosystem. But if we are creating truly international platform, we need to be multi-chain, and because we are calculating reputation across different chains and working from that perspective. So we do have some things in the pipeline for Algorand community, and we'll be announcing that soon. And I want to add one more thing. Actually, we are working with some DAOs. We are onboarding. I talked to Algo DAO yesterday. From there, we'll be onboarding them soon, and Zest people also helping us in getting in touch with some community members from DAOs. And apart from this, we also want to create and we are exploring this. This is something, take this with a grain of salt. Building your DAO in just like 2 minutes. Create a form, and you can set up your DAO in 2 minutes. This is something that we are researching. This is on our roadmap, and that user will be able to set up on Algorand.
Fantastic. Truly appreciate the explanation. All right. I believe Sisek, you have a question for Cometa, right? Take it away.
Yes. The most prominent feature of your platform is probably the impermanent loss protection. Can you give us an explanation on how this works? Maybe also what other models are available and why you choose your model?
Yeah, that's a great question. Thank you very much for that. So first, we have a Medium article about impermanent loss protection. There's the huge, algorithms, the 3 stages of protection. I'll share. We have it on Twitter, so I'll share it also once again. So how it works? There is a different types of that. So we know a Bancor, right, who mint a lot of tokens to cover the impermanent loss protection. That's not how we work. We thought that it's not it's unsustainable thing. So in our case, it's pretty simple. If we see that tokens provided by user now is less because of impermanent loss protection, we swap part of the token of project, right, to the user's token. So we swap, like, for example, Meta, if we have a Meta algo pool, to algo. And if it's not enough, we have a Dutch auction when we sell this token, like, to users, right? So anybody can buy it and just price is low. And if it's still not enough, we have insurance funds that cover the impermanent loss protection that is left. So there is 3 stages. That's pretty simple. The similar mechanics have on the finance and Rift. on Ethereum and Rift Finance on Near. You can check it also. And we think it's more decentralized and good protection. And also, the one more point here is all pools are independent. If we see the problem and a huge impairment loss in one pool and it's hard to cover it, it means that other users have a protection. And for example, in Tokamak, when you have a one token for all pools, and if something crashed, right, it could affect the price of token. So we don't have this problem. So kind of that, I think it's better just to go to the Medium article, and after that we'll be happy to discuss any ideas how to make it better.
If you want to check the Medium article, guys, I just send the link in the comment of the Twitter Space tweet. So if you just go in the comment section of the Twitter Space right now, you'll be able to click on the link. And if you want to read the article that Valerie, one of our other founder, wrote, you will be able to have all the information about the impermanent loss feature that we're going to have on the liquidity as a service.
Thank you for the explanation. I think Hash has a question for DAOHelper.
Yep. So it's a little bit funny because we have Akash, and I think Daria, I think the nickname is Dasha. So we have all kinds of Ash in this Twitter space. My question, is for DAOHelper. So are you interested in helping DAOs with the potential legal aspects of creating, managing, and being part of a DAO? For example, helping them incorporate and deal with those things.
Yeah, that's such a great question, Hash. That has been one of our biggest hurdle, to be honest, to figure out a correct legal structure for us, because we want to, do it right and to issue a token and everything. And so we want to solve this for us and for our DAOs also. So on-chain registration is easy. I mean, if you want to stay on-chain, that's fine. But if you want to a register of chain, which is a legal entity. Right now, what people are doing in US is they have a offshore entity and then on-chain, onshore legal entity. So we want to help that out. Also, we are scrutinizing some lawyers on the platform. We're gonna have them in the platform. One more thing that I want to add, which is our upcoming marketplace, which is going to be on the DAOHelper. So if you want to start a DAO, first of all, we don't want to reinvent the wheel, right? So we are doing the partnerships with a lot of companies that can make the DAO journey very easy. So we don't want to create everything from scratch, but if already the product exists that can automate your payroll, or that can help you get offer the insurance in the respective country, which is part of can be your part of can be a compensation package. We want to open that up for the community, for the greater DAO community. And the legal aspect is one part of it. So there are firms, there are individuals that are specialized in different areas, different countries. We want to open that up, and it's DAO's own prerogative or their own decision to register the DAO. We're not going to push anyone to do anything. It's their call if they want to register it or not. But yes, the service is going to be available on a platform.
Okay, thank you. Fred?
Awesome, thanks. I got a question for the Cometa team. It seems like the Metapunk NFTs are going to be a big part of the project, right? Can you explain a little more in detail what are the Metapunk NFTs and what's going to come out of this?
Yes, of course. Well, the Metapunks is the NFT project that the founder team launched a few months ago, and we really have a vision for this NFT project that is set up on long term. On our side, as we see the Metapunks NFT project, we really have the vision that all the best and the NFT projects that are going to be there on the long term and that are truly gonna represent a good investment for the people. It's of course the art. It's important in the NFT space, but we are more focused about the utility that we will build. Ultimately, the goal is to build an NFT project where when you own one of the NFT, you always will be able to have opportunities on every space, on every sector of the crypto space, whether it is DeFi right now with Cometa, for example. One of the only way to have the Meta token right now is via airdrop that the Metapunks holder receive, because we are going to have the token public sale in a few months. We are also building a great collaboration partnership with the Zone platform on the gaming sector of the blockchain, and we are also, of course, building on the metaverse sector, because as maybe some of you know or some of you don't know, the big originality of the NFTs about Metapunks is that they are not classic 2D art. All of the NFT, each one of the NFTs are 3D animated avatar that can be usable in augmented reality or integrable in different metaverses project. And right now, I'm sure a lot of you knows the metaverse project on Algorand called X Spaces, and we are actively working with them to be able to integrate the NFT Metapunks as avatar. So it means if you own a Metapunk, you will be able to entering the X Space metaverse to hang out or to attend events with your own NFT as playable avatar. So yeah, the link with Cometa is that we want to connect the Metapunks NFT project with ever utility on different sector, and of course Cometa will be the utility on the DeFi sector. So right now you have the airdrop of the Meta token in exclusivity and before the public sale, and of course when the airdrop will end, we will always build some advantage and some utility on the Cometa platform, and hopefully if we can collaborate with more DeFi project to bring more utility to the Metapunks NFT project, that'd be great as well.
Fantastic. Thank you very much. Appreciate the response.
So the next question goes to DAOHelper. Okay, a second. Can you tell us something about your business model? For example, let's say I'm a DAO. Do I have to pay anything to be listed, or what about bounties? Do I have to pay a percentage of the bounties to you?
Yep, another great question. So our business model is pretty simple, straightforward. It's going to be freemium type of model. You don't pay anything to get listed. And you can also get verified. We have a verification process in pipeline also. So once you're verified, you can post bounties. There is certain percentage of the bounties that you'll pay to us. And then when it comes to posting a job, the first job will be free. And after that, later on, you can pay as you go based on the job. And when it comes to our bounty board, the public bounty board will be free. And if you want to have specialized token gated bounty boards and task boards for multiple teams, that will be paid. So there are multiple revenue streams from the business model perspective.
Yep. So my question is for Cometa. I took a look on your website and your white paper section, and I saw there was a Cometa version 2 to-do part. So could you maybe talk a little bit about what you have available now, what will soon be available, and kind of like just give an overview of your roadmap so people can know what they have to look forward to.
Oh, I have know about Cometa version 2. Guys, if you know, just please share the link. So now we have a yield farming on mainnet, and liquidity as a service will be ready on testnet on early September, and you can see how it works. After that, we have audit, and I think we'll launch your liquidity as a service on mainnet by the end of this year. After that, we'll see. I hope we're going to cross-chain to integrate bridges to our platform, and to show how it's see. But the roadmap on the website and the whole vision is kind of that.
And
Okay,
by the time that we launch the liquidity as a service, the team is also preparing some nice feature again to simplify the way DeFi's work. We already have a great user experience, so on the user side, but the team is really hoping to simplify DeFi also for the project that want, for example, to have pools and create pools. I think Daria can tell you more about a feature that is going to be live on Cometa in the next days or weeks, about the processes of creating pools for the different projects. And we're gonna have a new tool on Cometa that is going to simplify a lot the processes. So maybe Daria, you can tell us more about this.
So next week we'll launch one-click creation farm. So if you need a farm or staking pool or whatever, you can just go to our website, make a few clicks and launch it. We'll launch automatically smart contracts, put rewards, and that's all. So pretty easy. Keep your time. Feel free to use.
Yeah, so it's funny because I was going to ask you next time actually about the user experience. By the way, I shared the link in the Twitter space, so you can check it out. Could you just tell a little bit more about that? Like one click, like what does it mean in terms of wallet management, right? Am I signing a transaction once, or am I through your platform maybe storing my seed, or like what's going? Could you give some more details about that? Thank you.
Oh, so first my comment about the V2, yeah, I got it. So it's more about if you provide liquidity through liquidity as a service, you get tokens that prove that you provide liquidity, right? And in future, we want to use, for example, this token as collateral and other platforms. So it's more about the future vision. About clicks, it depends. So if it's at farm, you just fill like 3 fields, set the amount of rewards, and that's all. We prepared all transactions for you. And if it's, for example, Zap feature, if you want to farm, so you need LP token, and for LP token you need to swap part of token. So all of these transactions we grab to one big transaction group, and you just sign once, and that's it. Also, we add opt-in transactions inside this transaction group, and that's all. So we prepared everything to optimize the time for investment. Is it your question, right?
Yeah, it answered my question. Thank you.
Super.
Awesome, thanks. All right, so I got a question up for DAOHelper. In your website, it says that you received investments both from us here at the Argon Foundation, of course, Borderless Capital, but also you received investments from Polygon and Harmony. How does this impact your development roadmap and prioritization in the sense, like, how do you choose which protocol is going to take precedence in the development?
So that does not impact our because we're designing the protocol. At the end of the day, the protocol and the application layer, it can be any chain can be plugged in seamless way. So yeah, it does not impact it. At the end of the day, what we have right now, it's pretty web 2.5-ish, right? It's not completely web 3. We eventually want to move on towards that, and that does require a lot of more partnerships, more engineering power coming to our platform, more and our team. So it does not impact our roadmap in any way. But Algorand and Polygon is part of the team of the way we see it.
Awesome, thanks.
I want to mention here before someone asks another question. You guys had Flex ID previously last week on the call on this. session, AMA session. So we're super interested in them. My co-founder who's here, Sami, he reached out to me on this, and so we have a meeting set up with them. So they are completely algo native. Correct me if I'm wrong here. I need to talk to them in more details, but we are really excited about the product, and that I think will be very interesting for the community.
Absolutely, super excited as well. Fantastic, good to hear this.
So the next question goes to Cometa. Can you say something about the value proposition of your token, and when will most of the functions of your token be actually implemented?
Yeah, so for the start with the governance token, we want to be to create a protocol DAO and to have a governance token. Also, all trading fees come directly to treasury, and token holders could have I wouldn't say profit, but the kind of profit share model, indirect profit share model. First, now to be honest, we focus more on product and on algorithm, how to protect. We slightly add more features to token. I think next year we'll launch a protocol DAO and governance token and all functionality across it.
Yeah. If I can add something on the meta token topic. Yeah, I think especially with the launch of yield farming, we had a lot of attention, and I think we should clarify the token situation. As right now, as I said, all the
Hey, Florian, can you speak a little bit louder, please? It seems like still a little bit muffled.
Can you hear me good now?
Yes, perfect. Thank you.
Yeah. No, as I said, just to clarify the token situation, right now, the people have to really keep in mind that the circulation supply is really low, because all the token in circulation are the token that were airdropped to the Metapunk holder. And as Daria said, we talk with the team and also with investor, and the past few months in the crypto space, we had the feeling that too many projects first issued the token before the service, and that could maybe sometime be a lack of confidence for the user. So we really want to first deliver the product, build the trust, build confidence about our product, and then after have the public sale of the token. So yes, there is a few meta token in circulation. For example, the liquidity that we have, most of the or 100% of the liquidity is from seller of people that want to sell the token after the airdrop. But yeah, no, just keep in mind, if you want to buy meta token, don't rush. The public sale will come, and we really want to take time to build the product and the confidence about the product before the token sale.
Fantastic. Thank you very much. And then if I can just make a really quick call to action for the members of the community that are listening to us live right now. If you have any questions for either Cometa or DAOHelper, please just hit the mic request button right here inside the Twitter Spaces, and it's going to be a pleasure to bring you to the speaker board and have them answer your questions. So if any of you have any questions, just hit the mic request button. But in the meantime, I do have another question for Cometa. Is that, do you have any preliminary data or statistics to share with us, either from your testnet or from being on mainnet? Any numbers that you want to share with us about adoption, usage, and everything that has happened recently?
I think something that we talked with Daria a few days ago, and something that we really like is that even if the TVL, of course, we just launched, and it's only the first of our service, so the TVL, it's not really huge right now, but we search a little bit, and we have the feeling that most of the TVL that we have is really coming from retail, and for independent people, we don't have a lot of liquidity from investor or anything. So I think that's really on the line with what we want to build. The user experience is really good. We have a good feedback, and we can verify this on the TVL as well, which is coming a lot from retail.
But yeah, we have a $200,000 TVL after, I think, 4-5 days. So I think it's a good start.
And we also
Fantastic.
have more than $20,000 worth of wrapped SOL staked on Cometa, as we made an announcement a few days ago on Twitter. And again, looking at the future and the potential cross-chain future that I'm pretty sure we are going to have, we are really happy about the work that we made with Glitter Finance to maybe, if we can via Cometa bring a lot of people from Solana over to Algorand, we are happy about that as well.
Cool. And just quickly, do you remember from the top of your head how many different projects or staking pools and farming pools you have at the moment?
I think we should have around 10 right now. We are in talk with a lot more projects, and we are kind of excited to close new deal and to make announcement to the Algorand community in the future. But I don't have the exact number in mind. Maybe Daria, you have it, but I think it's around 10.
Yeah, 10-15 pools total.
Awesome. Truly appreciate it.
Yeah. Once again, the community, if just anyone who wants to ask anything, just reach your hand up, request, and then we'll give you the chance to ask these two.
In the meantime, we are waiting for the community to ask the questions. I want to appreciate the Cometa team approach for not rushing into launching the token. We believe in the same principle. I think previously it was more about building an MVP and finding that product market fit. Now it's like product community fit. So having a community built around your product and then issuing the token or then issuing something of like show the potential of the platform and the protocol and then issue something which is valuable to the user. So I just want to applaud Cometa team on that.
Yes,
Absolutely.
thank you very much for this.
100% agree as well.
Yeah, sorry, I was kicked off by the Twitter Space app. But yeah, I totally agree with you, Cash. I mean, we asked the question to Cometa, so we should ask it to you too. Like, do you have any statistics you want to share with us, DAOHelper?
Yeah, we had a pretty large wait list, and we are converting that wait list into our users. So there will be the pilot program. We have 7 DAOs that will be working closely with. I don't want to jinx it, but we have a pretty big avalanche of DAO that are coming to our platform, and that number will be in thousands. So it's going to be happening next 3 to 4 weeks. So it is recorded, but I already said it.
So, don't worry, we'll keep it a secret.
Yeah, just keep it a secret. Don't tell anyone.
No, that is fantastic. Very, very much looking forward. And it seems like Hash dropped out again. So I'll just ask a question to both of you, and maybe Cometa can start answering, and then you guys, DAOHelper, can go in the sequence. But what has been your experience with the Algorand Miami Accelerator? Because, well, the whole reason why we're hosting you guys here today is because, you're being accelerated by the AMA. And I'm just curious to hear, what has been your experience so far, what you like, what has been interesting, what have you learned? Just hear in general the situation of being accelerated by them.
We are technical team. We have 3 tech co-founders, and we really need the help with the business side of the project. And accelerator help us to focus on business side, to focus on waiting list and product market fit, to to look at our project on different angle. So it's really, really helpful. And also connection is very, very helpful because, we want, for example, to connect to Algify, right? And I write them on Twitter or email or some other channels, and it's hard to reach them. But with Algorand Accelerator, because they are part of Algorand community, right? Now we can connect with Algify, so we are happy for that.
Fantastic, thank you. DAOHelper?
Yes. So our experience has been pretty good in terms of, I think the number one thing that they, helped us see through was, sure, you guys have a good, healthy wait list right now, and now it's time to launch. So they've been pushing us to launch the pilot, and I think I appreciate that approach because we should test our hypothesis as soon as early as possible, and providing those those introduction to Zest Capital and AlgoDAO and all of these, and making strategic introduction to some angels and investors. So yeah, it has been pretty good so far, and the community is pretty good. And in terms of Rocker team, they're very responsive, and the mentors they have is pretty good. So it's overall it's generally a very positive experience so far.
Awesome. I have a question to both of you. If Cometa can start. Is there anything you want to share with us that you didn't feel our questions allowed you to divulge?
No, on my side, I don't see anything that I would like to add. I think we pretty much cover everything. If I can just add one thing again, because I think it's really important, and like we all say, yeah, the past, especially the past year, it's the beginning of the crypto market and the crypto space. So a lot of people are coming in this space with only financial profit in mind, where we all of them, they forgot that we are really building the future of technology, the future of entertainment, the future of finance. And again, I'm really happy to be part of the Algorand Miami Accelerator and be able to spend time with you guys and all the audience to make Twitter space like this, because this is what is really important. If we make a good job by building the future with people from all around the world, passionate people, then after, of course, the financial aspect of what we are building will be good. But yeah, just very grateful for the opportunity to speak with you, to be part of the Algorand Miami, and be able to build really the future of Algorand and the space.
That was beautiful and inspiring to hear. Thank you for saying that.
Amen, Florian. And DAOHelper, please go ahead.
Yeah, I want to I think commend the community aspect of Algorand. I think there is so much excitement, and I travel a lot, and I go to multiple events and talk to a lot of people. Every time that I talk to anyone from the Algorand community, it felt like family in terms of how people are excited. People knew us from the AMA. I met few people in in New York at Empire DAO, and they were like really they knew everything about our product, and they were so excited for that. So we really feel being part of the community is really exciting for us. And to add to Cometa team's point here, I think usually when I pitch, I use this question like, what do you think the DAO is? And I was pitching this in New York to an audience of close to 100 people, and someone shouted out, "It's a scam," and the other ones shouted out, "It's a revolution." So there are multiple extremes for that, and what we are building, we believe that it helps the community, a greater community, to have the borderless communication of capital and talent. We're starting with the talent piece puzzle, trying to solve that talent puzzle first, and imagining that world where you're based on your work and not based on your identity, not based on your location, your sex, your religion, your all those factors, minusing all those factors, recognizing based on your talent and your work, and building the whole ecosystem on the reputation and a global credit score. So this is what our overarching and grand vision is, and this is what we are excited to build with Algorand community and foundation.
Awesome. But I feel, wow, both of you are really good at with these kind of motivational speeches. So my next question, unless there's someone in the community who want to ask something, please raise your hands. No? Okay, then I'll monopolize more of the time. Could you give us, let's leave aside kind of what you're doing, and can you talk? It would be interesting to hear the story behind your startup. How did you meet Cash? I don't know if you're a solo founder or if you have someone else with you, or you just kind of give me the background of each of your startups. Could you start with, or Cometa? Would you mind starting?
Yeah, so we studied in the same university as my co-founders, and one day just came to me, and we want just to make an NFT collection for fun because I love 3D and I wanted to build something, and we're all programmers, so there was just a fun. We want to make people happy. I want to build something, and also my co-founders really love crypto since a lot of years and farm, and so I love algorithms and strategies. So that's how we started. And Florian found us in Discord and say, "Oh guys, I want to work with you." So that was so sweet. So now
Yes,
I'm here.
on my side, like Fred said at the beginning, it's been more than 10 years now that I work in branding development and digital communication for many projects. I've worked with banks, OGN, cultural event, entertainment company. And when I discovered 2 years ago the crypto space, I first wanted to educate myself about the blockchain technology and everything. And I saw a great opportunity to build something that could really passionate me. And I spent a long time, to be honest, to find a team that I could trust, a project that really motivates me, and I found the Meta Labs team that had both project, NFT project and a DeFi project, and I really loved the connection that I had with the team, their vision, and I fully went in, and I'm really happy now to work with them, and I'm really happy about what we are building.
Awesome. DAOHelper?
Yes. So I'm not a solo founder. I have a co-founder. He's on listening right now. I don't know if he wants to come or not on the stage. But yeah, we met a few years ago through a mutual friend. At that time, my co-founder Sami, he was doing his PhD in physics in aerospace engineering. So he was literally a rocket scientist. Super smart guy, super interesting, and we both from Pakistan, so there was instant connection with the language and shared culture. And after that, we've been worked on with my project with my last company. We worked together for a short period of time, and but the friendship is really great there, and we have a very good working chemistry. And so yeah, so we are excited to work together. There is a lot of I live in the Silicon Valley, and I see a lot of founding member dispute, and a lot of great ideas and potentials going to waste. And I really appreciate our chemistry in terms of working, that we work very well together, and we have a small team. Our team is pretty distributed. We have a team in 3 different countries across 4 different time zones, so sometimes it can be a little bit of a struggle to get the whole team working on the same goal, which we are really making great improvements on. And but at the same time, it has been a very fun journey. It's like when you're working with your friends, you're just having fun and making something useful for the world. That is really interesting. That also comes with that.
Awesome. So then my final question before we wrap everything up is, are you hiring? Cometa, can go ahead. Or when I say hiring, okay, we could talk about developers, but it could also be not just developers, but business people, or even artists. Are you trying to find out talent? Could you share a little bit about that? Cometa first.
Super question. Thank you very much for that. Yes, we are hiring. So we are looking for B2B sales manager. If you love to talk with people, if you love Algorand and want to know everybody here, so please rate us and we provide, we give you an amazing job about communication with the best people in the crypto space. And also if you are front-end developer, but the senior was we have a really hard tech interview. So if you have front end and want to build the best user experience, also very welcome to Cometa.
Well, Cometa team, if you are hiring, I know a hiring platform that help connect with people to on-chain with on-chain resume credential. So what I'm trying to say is that
I
our
see what you
platform
did
can
there.
help. So yeah, so I think this is a little bit of. I was on this call today, and the people had this idea that we only support DAOs, but that's not true. We have protocols, we have NFT projects, and a lot of DAO is a structure. At the end of the day, any company or any business thing can be a DAO. So yeah, if you are hiring, anyone in the community, any Cometa is hiring, so we're definitely gonna get you onboarded and try to connect you with the great candidates. We are hiring a community and marketing role that is on a roadmap, so we can say out louder what we are building and get our word out. So yeah, if anyone is hiring, anyone looking for great candidates, happy to give early access to the Algorand community and so that you can list your company there and start posting job and bounties, whatever works for your organization.
Okay, are you hiring? So just to clarify.
Yes, we are looking for a community and marketing role. So if you are, we try to call that a role as a chief meme officer, CMO. So, so we're looking for CMO.
Hey, I'm good at that.
I mean, you're hired. So, I mean, if your previous memes been viral and it is on chain, and you can prove that you can create great memes and gifs, and like 1 million people saw that or 10 million people saw that. That's what your on chain reputation is in a nutshell. So yeah, we are hiring for the community and marketing roles.
Fantastic. That is amazing to hear. And well, we're at the top of the hour. We're about to wrap up, but I truly, truly want to appreciate you guys taking the time to talk to us today. Florian, Daria, and Kashif. It's been an immense pleasure to hear more from you. Start to bringing you closer to the community. Cometa has already launched. DAOHelper, is in the process and is already working, has the waitlist going. So, it's an absolute pleasure to do our best to bring you closer to the community, to get all these questions answered. I learned a lot about both projects today, and I thought I knew a lot before coming in, but I feel like it took my understanding of the two protocols to a whole different level. So I truly appreciate the time you took to talk to us today, and I just want to leave the doors open that if we, myself, Hash, Isaac, and the foundation team in general can be of any help, any kind of help for you moving forward, please let us know. It's going to be an absolute pleasure. DAOHelper, you got to raise your hand raised. What's up?
Yeah. I just wanted to clarify that we are, we are also live. So if you go to DAOHelper.com, you can connect your wallet and you can sign up right now. So there is no more waitlist anymore. So you're welcome to join the platform right now.
Fantastic. Thank you very much. So, Kashif, Daria, Florian, I truly, truly appreciate your time. It's been an immense pleasure. If you have any parting words to share with the community that are either listening to us live or we check the recording later, because a lot of people check the recording. So if there's anything that you wanna share last words, please take it away. The space is yours.
No, just want to say thank you for your time, and thank you to everyone. And it's been a pleasure to talk to you, and hopefully we'll be able to do it again soon. And all the success. I wish all the success to DAOHelper in the coming months for your project.
Thank you so much. I appreciate Fred the invite and Hash and Psych for all the thoughtful question, and we also appreciate wish all the best to Cometa team for their success, and not only Cometa team, everyone in AMA, in Algorand community, and overall generally Web3 community. We love to build together and work together on that. Once again, truly appreciate this opportunity, and you can sign up right now at DAOHelper.com.
Fantastic. Thank you very much. And one last request for the entire community that's either listening to us live right now or will catch the recording over the next couple of days. Make sure to follow Cometa and DAOHelper right here on Twitter and across all their social channels, so you can stay in the loop. You can catch the news, be aware of stuff that's happening. So make sure to follow them right here on Twitter. All right. It has been an absolute pleasure, everyone. Thank you very much. I hope everyone has a great rest of the day, whatever in the world you are. And I'm looking forward to the next conversation already. Have a good one. Cheers.
Bye, everyone.
Thank you. Bye.